Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Trying to get it to the edge. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. He's at the... and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Vols!
Quarterbacks have abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Now improvising. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he grabs it at the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space.
Touchdown, Volunteers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Stop just across mid. at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jocelyn. Bringing the heat. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, SMU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. And then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. These corners backing off a bit. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Vols in the hurry-up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones. Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and time.
A shot toward the end zone, looking to get it in. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight ends set on 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Tennessee, 28, SMU, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Jocelyn. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got a man, it's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the left. Here he goes. Touchdown ball. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
SMU 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Jocelyn. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 35, he's open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll give it to him again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Got his man to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over Baylor. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about he lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Got room to work. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Jocelyn. Going over the top. Pulls it in on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going for it all. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, SMU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a one-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Turning on the Jets. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. You're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
That's caught. It's Lee. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Mustangs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Wang. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet, and he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Back to throw, it's Jocelyn. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision.
Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Complete downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have up there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jocelyn. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Finds a tight end down the gut. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
First and goal.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to pass. It's Jocelyn. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking to the future.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 35 to New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here is the Tennessee offense. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
6-9-1, Gators score.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Pound 55 weak. Rita.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Easy. Ready, go.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown Volunteers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking for a gap. It's Lee.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese.
Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will.
Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
First down for the offense.
They'll run the toss. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter.